All right, Sieg here, creator and founder of the E-commerce Business School, and we are coming at you live. Super excited to connect with everyone. And this is something new that we are providing to not only our internal community, but as well to the general public who wants to know more about our learning platform, the E-commerce Business School. So I am just now connecting up all the electrons, and I want to make sure that I have in fact gone live. I used 2 monitors to do this, so just bear with me. Let's just make sure. Yes, indeed, we're on live. That's fantastic. So what I'd like you to do, okay, hi there, Greg. I see that you're here. Welcome. And I'm looking over at the other monitor to kind of track and see if questions roll in while we go through today's information. All righty, and Jean Day McCarthy in the house and Betty Reed. Hello, hello. Okay, I want to be prompt and punctual here and help people learn more about who we are and what we do. So I'm going to actually now share my screen, and we're not actually quite at the top of the hour. I always start up a little early just to make sure all my tools are coming together, all my software, and there's a lot behind that, okay? So let's see who else. We have Carolyn. Hey there, good afternoon to you, Carolyn. Anybody else, just go ahead and write in the comments, and I'd love to greet and welcome you. So I hope you guys have an awesome day. I'm gonna make it official starting right at 12. So we got just a few seconds here. I'm broadcasting today from Bella Vista, Arkansas, which is where my husband and I moved to a year and a half ago in our quest to move from the cold, harsh winters of Minnesota into somewhere a little more comfortable in the winter, which is Bella Vista, Arkansas. Okay, it's go time. It is 12 o'clock, so we're gonna get started here. And again, this is Sieg. I'm the creator and founder of the E-commerce Business School. Very, very proud of the work that we do. It's at a level beyond parenting, quite frankly, because this is my baby and I think about it day and night, that being the E-commerce Business School. Hey, greetings to you, Cindy. All right, so like I said, I'm the founder. I'm going to get this little thing out of the way. And then I want to make sure that I can see people responding. Do I have the right one up? Good. Okay, there we go. So let's just advance this. We're going to go through these real quickly, and then we're going to go into the back office. So this call is to give you an overview of our E-commerce Business School campus, along with your career options that you may not be aware of. A little bit of backstory about what led me to develop the E-commerce Business School. That is my family photo from 2 Christmases ago. On the left there is my middle son, Robert, and he happened to be in town, in country, visiting from China. He lives there full time, and so it's always a really special treat when he's in town. So we did a family photo. On the right are my parents, both who have been educators. My dad was a physics professor at the University of St. Thomas in St. Paul, and my mom was a teacher all the way up until she retired, and they are my role models. My son's first online business. So our family is extremely entrepreneurial. My husband and I have owned numerous businesses ranging from the automotive industry to real estate to online marketing. I homeschool my kids, my boys, for 12 years, and I encourage them to do businesses. This is my eldest son, Isaiah, middle son, Robert, youngest son, David. This is a photo from quite some time ago. And they actually had an eBay business. Rob was in, I think, 7th grade, and Isaiah was in maybe in 10th. And they sold Lord of the Ring swords, memorabilia on eBay. So we were doing e-commerce a long time ago, and the old inventory of the swords fill our basement walls. My eldest son and I became business partners for 12 plus years. He is an highly experienced internet marketer, and was very proficient at Google AdWords at a very young age, and he was the top affiliate for Best Western Plus, GetResponse, etc. All 3 of my sons have worked in this current business of E-commerce Business School. This is David. He's now our full-time customer care manager. And Robert has taken groups over to China, and he authored this manual for the E-commerce Business School, which is called From China to Amazon, an A to Z guide on how to bring a product from the assembly line to your online storefront. This is a snapshot from a trip to China 2015. That's Robert, that's David. The trips to China are just so incredible. Very difficult to put into words. Amazing. Together, this is going back to when we first came online, my son and I, is we dominated the attraction marketing space, generating over $20 million in online sales. This book alone, Renegade, we did $4.2 million in sales in about a 2-year period. I transitioned in the e-commerce space in 2013, and the rapid success of our students was so impressive. We've never looked back since. And best of all, our online marketing training is as relevant as ever. This is when we unveiled the e-commerce business school brand. That's my husband, Brian. That's my oldest son, Isaiah. And that was April of 2016 at an event, one of our biannual events up in Bloomington, Minnesota. So that was the new banner, and that was a cake to celebrate. So we are a 12-year-old established training and mentorship community. We've been around. We are not just something that showed up fly by night. So our mission is to help 1,000 people make $10,000 a month through my help and team community. That's $120,000 in income per year. I know that's not what most people are asking for. They're looking for additional money, etc. But we like to aim high here. Oh, I didn't get my link ready. So I'm going to do that right now. That was my fault. I should have had that ready for you. So let's just head to our 80/20 SmugMug account. And we actually have 2 SmugMug accounts. This was our newer one. And this is where we host all our photos. You're free to browse through these at your leisure. And it's all to make very, hopefully, abundantly clear, we are real people. Because I know a major concern people have when buying products online, they're very fearful of scams and the like, and it's understandable. There's a lot of junky stuff out there. But I'm going to just go through. This is from our trifecta that we just had in July, which was 3 workshops, all focused on the arbitrage method, which is to help our people. That's to really focus on the cash flow aspect. And so I'm not going to be able to spend a lot of time on these, but you can see these are live. These are real pictures, and we have done, I don't have the total number. It may be up to 50 separate events that we have conducted over the last 6-7 years. We always try to do a group photo for every single workshop too. So there were 3 of them in July, and we did a separate photo for each because not everyone was there for the entire time. Okay, so I just wanted you to see that. And let me get back to where I'm at. Okay, so here's the progression for most of our students. It's called the simple double engine cash flow and asset growth strategy. We have the side hustle income, which is helping people get cash in their business tank. And then we have the more scalable asset power source, where people are building out their own business assets. I'm talking about your own website, etc. And so we have people, the bulk of them currently within our membership, start with the retail arbitrage cash flow. You get to learn the basics of e-commerce. You learn business building fundamentals. A lot of our folks have not done a business previously. You start to develop systems within your business. Hi there, Brian. Welcome. Write in the comments if you're rolling in. You start to develop a list of resources for yourself. That too is an asset that you lean into. And you start to get the mindset of being a retailer, and you start to recognize valuable products and trends in the marketplace. But all in all, this is more like a simple, profitable part-time job. And when I say job, well, no, you're the entrepreneur, you're totally accountable, etc. But in that it's a linear income is what I mean by that. It's linear. In other words, you have to keep scanning to keep making that income. And that's okay. People are making money, right? So we have 3 different training products that are focused around this cash flow model, right? And they are Shop Your Way to Wealth, by far the greatest number of members we have in that. Then Book Flipping Profit System is a unique category in Amazon. And then we have the Online Shopping Profit System, where you do arbitrage strictly online, but you do have to ship in your products. Hi there, Arlene. Welcome, welcome. So now you have to listen in really carefully. So while there are product trainings, akin to you take a book off the shelf, right? You buy a book, Okay, so we have trainings. One is Shop Your Way to Wealth. You might have bought that. You might have pulled BFPS, book flipping system, and you buy the training product, right? Everyone got that? But what we also have are mentorship levels within the e-commerce business school. Okay, so you could just kind of go through a training, or you could go, you know what, I'm into mentorship. I like coaching. I like group coaching. I like one-on-one coaching. I get it, Ann, because I want to get there faster, and I understand the value of that. So I'm going to introduce you to the 2 first mentorship levels that help you build a side hustle income. Okay, this is an important screen. I don't know if you can do a screenshot. We're actually creating an infographic about this right now. We're working on it. It'll be due out in August. So the first 2, note it says cash flow model, right? And these are the mentorship levels. So the first is the 30-day side hustle challenge, and that gives you one-on-one coaching, and it gives you prizes and awards, and it's like 8 or 9, plus a free ticket to the next upcoming Shop Your Way to Wealth workshop. If you're interested in any of this, you just email into our support team, and they'll help follow up with you. Or it could be that Sharon is even with us today. She's our business advisor. On to mentorship level number 2 is called e-commerce acceleration, and it's still under that umbrella of the arbitrage cash flow, right? This is, wow, stepping it up to here. You're going to have access to all 3 training products that I just showed you: book flipping profit system, Shop Your Way to Wealth, and the online shopping profit system. So all 3, plus the trifecta workshop and more. There's group coaching. It's a list about this long. Here's what the takeaway for you. I go to this level of developing this really thorough support system because I don't want anyone to be able to say of e-commerce business school that they couldn't get the help and resources they needed. Like if they want one-on-one coaching, if they want group coaching, if they want accountability. This is why I set it up, because I'm an educator and I get it. I am keenly fixated on the needs of the members and helping them get the most thorough, robust platform to build off of and from. Okay, now let's move on. The asset building model. 2 more mentorship levels, and couched within these are a whole slew of training products that are not available yet as a one-off purchase. They will be forthcoming. So the e-commerce master's program is really, in a nutshell, you really want to be, you're in e-commerce, you get it, you've got proof of concept. I'm going all out. I can see I'm in the right place. I want to go all out. I really want to understand the business, the entrepreneurial side of it, and hang with the people who are also at that level. That's the e-commerce master's program. And there, again, we focus on assets, things that you own and control: your email list, your private label products, your e-commerce site, stuff that you could sell, right? You can sell that, and you can scale, and you can automate. You're playing a bigger game. By the way, there's no right or wrong here. This is all totally for where you want to be at the time that's right for you. Just letting you know what's available. Number 4 is the e-commerce enterprise, which sits atop the e-commerce master's program. But what is significantly different there is you have a done for and with you e-commerce store setup. Members getting this done in 45 days with an expert team that has sold millions and millions of dollars through a Shopify site. Okay, I know that's a lot, folks. This is being recorded. You come back and watch if you like. So our EMP, the master's program, advanced trainings help you build a scalable asset power source. Here's a little book, Built to Sell, kind of a little primer on a mindset of approaching your business that you're going to build it to sell. And that could become a replicatable business model for you. You go, I'm going to build it and I'm going to shoot for $1 million. And then that's going to help with my retirement fund. Sort of like when you do real estate, which my husband and I have done. Same thing. Making sense, everybody? Okay. Right in the panel, guys, in the comments. Making sense? And I'll get a sip of water. Everybody doing good right in there? Okay, I don't know if I have to refresh or what. I don't see any new comments. Let's see if you guys, hi there. Okay, let's keep cruising on. So I want you to meet, this is Brian Cummings, our Executive Director of Training and Coaching. He's a 9-year Amazon who excelled at the highly profitable book category for 5+ years. And he's the one who created our highly successful book flipping profit system. So this is Brian and his lovely wife, Terry. We've been sending prayers their way because they live in Redding, California, and they had to evacuate. They're safe, their home is unscathed, and their 2 business buildings. But a lot of people lost their businesses or homes. All right, so back to this. Brian has built a scalable business that gives him a dream lifestyle. He has his own Shopify site. So he moved through the book flipping, which did him wonders. And now he's got this in addition. See how it's a duo engine, books and a Shopify store. So that's just a little snapshot of what he does there, but you get to build your brand, you have your own assets, can create email campaigns, etc. We just launched Marie Morikan's business last Wednesday in our Vogue call. She said what she loves about it most is she's very creative, and having her own Shopify store lets her create, hundreds, if not thousands of designs for her store. All right, now we're going to head into the back office. So that was my overview. I think that went pretty good time-wise. Okay, now we're in the back office. Now, I'm in the master account because I own the business, and so I see everything. And you may not be able to see everything that I have access to. Just want to put in that caveat. So let's go through this rather quickly. Every Wednesday, this is your homepage in your back office. We would like for you to join us in our Voice of E-commerce training that we do every Wednesday at 12 p.m. You just click right here, and then you will be notified through Facebook Messenger of our call. Tomorrow, Coach Kurt and I are training on a book called Strengths Finder. We have an entire training module on that in the back office of E-commerce Masters program. And it's learning how to play to your strengths. Very important and integral to business. Calendar, you definitely want to get familiar with the calendar. I have a master account, so it's going to show likely a whole lot more than, let's just get that moving. Bandwidth is, yeah. So I have a whole lot more showing here because I have access to everything. So check and adjust calls are nearly every day for E-commerce Masters program members. If they're EE, they've got even more calls. The E-commerce Acceleration have 2 support calls per week. Support, 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 support. No one can say they didn't get the support, right? All right, so you're going to be able to see what you have access to, but Saturday morning is the community check-in. We'd love for all of you to join us there. It's at 10 a.m. Central, all right? I'm really big on tracking. Like, here's my daily scheduler, boom. I got to keep track of what I'm doing. My job is chop, chop, get it done, and I'm moving the ball down the lane to reach my objectives, and I'm very aggressive about it. So a business is run by the numbers. These are tracking tools that we set up for you. Everyone has access to it. An extremely infinitesimally small group of people even use these tools. The end of day tracker and the tracker history, for the life of me, I don't know why. And I mean that very respectfully, because it gives you your data. And data is key in running a business. And if you have a coach, they're going to want to know your numbers. And you're like, I don't know what my numbers are. That's why we have the tracker, okay? And you get this broad brush overview at the tracker history. It's hard to help someone if they don't know their numbers. That's why we do this. And it gives you a level of accountability. Lots of people say they lack discipline if they've come from the employee world and they lack discipline. I'll help you get discipline, but you got to meet me down on the ball field and run with me, right? All right, and then we have this wonderful tool where you can type out your notes and archive them online in your back office. Very good. Okay, over on the left is my content. See that? You see the Dropbox? I have access to everything, so you won't see all that, depending on the level you're at, okay? Okay, yes, Cindy, I'll stop and do that. She's asking scalable. Scalable means that you can take, it mostly applies to replenishables. I'm going to use an example. When you do wholesale, for example, wholesale products and you're selling on Amazon, and you order a carton or a crate or whatever you order, right? And you're watching your stats and you see that you're about to run out of product. and you go, oh, I'll just email my supplier and ask for another shipment of XYZ. And furthermore, I have a VA, a virtual assistant that I've trained, who is watching my sales and see, oh, we're 50 units away and we're selling XYZ per day, time to order. And it's all in a process sheet. It's all documented. Your virtual assistant has been trained, and your virtual assistant takes care of that order. And you're sitting on a beach somewhere drinking a pina colada while your team does the work, and everything is systematized and automated. Now, look to Dr. Josie Shepard, who is one of our master trainers. She has 3 fully automated scalable businesses completely run on autopilot. She's 75. She started when she was 70. She has 2 fully automated Amazon businesses, one with the team in the Philippines, one with the team in India, and she has a fully automated shipping center in Southern California that her son in Thailand runs for her. And then she gets to do whatever she wants, which her passion is teaching here at the e-commerce business school. So we have an interview with her, and it's actually, if I'm not mistaken, it's on this very page right here. That's hero status in my book. So she is 75. She started when she was 75 years later, 3 fully automated scalable businesses. She checks in maybe every 30 days. Okay. She trains on systems. She's training in Minnesota next weekend. All right. She's a master at it. So back to this, and I'm glad you asked. I hope that was helpful. Great question from Carolyn. I love it. Do you have to go through this linear arbitrage before you can get to Shopify? Absolutely not. You can start right at Shopify, and many people do. I'm going to put in a caveat though. It does take more skills. Why? Because you think of Amazon, your 2 concerns for arbitrage is what? Source products and ship them in. And so you get to be really granularly focused on 2 objectives, source and ship. And you get to be like, oh, that's what I got to do all day long? Yep, that's what you got to do all day long. Shopify, and the reason why, Amazon does all the marketing for you. They have put in billions of dollars. So they've got this big, massive sales machine, and all you do is throw products into their sales machine, whoosh, and away it goes. That's not how it works with Shopify. You're going to have to create the traffic to bring them to your store. And that, my friends, is a skill set. And it's one that's worth $1 million. If you know how to drive traffic, you are golden. You can do anything you want. As long as you know you can drive it to an offer that converts. More on that later. So I hope that helped. Yes, Cindy, this is available to everybody. You all should be able to find the tracker. Please, please use it. Okay. All right. So courses, let's go there. And I want to watch the clock. I'm trying to keep this to 30 minutes. Going great. Okay. So here we are. Notice that we split it accordingly. The cash flow courses, there's 3 of them. SYW, Online Shopping Profit System, and the Book Flipping Profit System, okay? The beauty of Online Shopping Profit System is it starts to segue you into this stuff, the scalable asset-based courses, for this reason. A big crown jewel in this program right here. It's beautiful, and we have great testimonials. Brian Cummings, who created this training, he teaches you how to hire a virtual assistant. And yes, it is a skill set that as a newbie, you might fail at. Like there's a system for knowing how to hire the right person and not waste a lot of time and have headaches with people who aren't performing for you, right? That's what a lot of people don't want, true or true. So couched within that is teaching you how to hire a VA. And we even have the training to give your new VA. Brian created it, so it's A+ and it's the right way. So it's not like you have to come up with the training to give the VA. Brian has done the training and it's in that course. Boom, right? So that segues you now into scale. Because what? Now they're doing the work for you, your VA. They're the ones searching for the products, not you. You get to learn other stuff or go hang out at the beach, whatever you want to do, right? But that gets you moving in the direction of scale. Okay, so great questions. Brian, yes, we do have that. I'm going to have Sharon note and she can reach out to you about that. Thank you for posting, guys. It's super helpful. Now I move down to the asset-based courses, meaning this is stuff that moves you more into owning and controlling. See, you don't have a customer list with Amazon. You can only email internally through their back office, right? You're never going to get their email address. Those are Amazon's customers. You know, truth be told, they belong to Amazon. You don't own that asset that's worth billions of dollars. It's theirs, but it's okay because it's meeting an objective for you, which is cash flow. High five. Thank you, Jeff Bezos, right? All right. So these are the asset-based courses. The Build My E-commerce store is all about Shopify. We've got our print on demand system, the Amazon wholesale sourcing workshop. Huge demand for that. Fantastic training from both Dr. Josie Shepard and Brian Cummings. We have trained at ASD Market Week, the biggest consumer goods trade show in the United States. We were their premier training company, featured for 2 of their events. We have the Sourcing China, which my son did in conjunction with Brian and Josie, for those who want to source from China. We have, this is more of a primer foundational training about the 5-step formula and how to evaluate products for the Amazon marketplace. I see notes online and on people coming to NMO, New Member Orientation, and they say, I tried to sell stuff on Amazon and it didn't sell. That's because the marketplace is extremely unique, the Amazon marketplace, and you have to be a student of that marketplace in order to do a good job, especially when it comes to wholesale. Brian and Josie are very good at it. They've mastered that process. Now, when you do Shop Your Way to Wealth and the scanner, that app is doing the bulk of the heavy lifting for you. Again, thank you, Jeff Bezos and Amazon. Then we have the Amazon Product List and Launch Mastermind, which is about promoting your Amazon products. And there is some external traffic training in there to answer Brian's question. But we have another traffic training we're coming out with. Coming up at our e-commerce funnel mastery workshop, Brian, next weekend, we're bringing in Sandy Sandler. Her specialty is the warm traffic, if you will, social media. She sold untold millions through QVC. She's been selling her product for 20 years. She's coming in to train at e-commerce funnel mastery workshop in Minnesota next weekend. And then we have Cody, who does our cold traffic, and his team. They actually do my traffic for e-commerce business school. So it's approaching it cold, I should say paid, pardon me, that's better, more accurate, paid advertising and then social media. So we're expanding more and more into that, Brian, but specifically we are training on that next weekend. Okay, and then these are the 2 asset-based mentorship programs. E-commerce Masters, the resources in there are literally unbelievable. I do a video review of everyone's accountability report every single week, 52 times a year. Highly underutilized tool. Only a teeny fraction of the people actually submit their accountability reports to me. 12 years online, generated tens of millions of dollars for me to review and give them some input. High level business review. I do that every week. I'm probably hitting it tomorrow when Sharon hands off the accountability reports to me. That's just one minuscule fraction. Speaking of career paths, we have a certification program as well. We've had that in place for the last 6 years for people to become certified coaches and trainers of the e-commerce business school, which obviously is not everybody's interest. And, it's just, some people like that and others, it's just not their thing, and that's fine. But we're growing and we need more trainers and coaches. And then e-commerce enterprise is where we take EMP and take it to a whole nother level and do the build out of the Shopify, and they get traffic help in that as well. Okay, let me just pop over and see any questions. Okay, Cindy, thank you for your question. I believe, so I know Brian was just polishing off a few final documents. It looks like, now, let me do a qualifier. What I said of these courses, there's this big batch that you see underneath are not yet accessible one-off, okay? We're in the process. We've built out our marketing team and we're working to get these available for you to buy them one-off. But if you're an EMP, Cindy, I don't know if you are or not, but I believe that is now available in the EMP program, e-commerce masters program. If anything is confusing and you're like, I don't know which program I'm in and what I have access to, then we're going to get you in touch with the business advisor team, for which Sharon Irwin heads up. Okay. We have many mastermind groups. The main one where everybody can congregate, if you will, is this one. And then the bulk of our members currently are coming into Shop Your Way to Wealth. We are going to put out a public facing print on demand course and expect that to grow into a very, very large group, right? So there are specialty pages. You'll only see these pages that you are personally able to get into. Okay, so it won't look, what you see in mine will not look like yours. We've got a nice testimonial page here you can review, which is just awesome. And then we have Meet the Team. So it's not just me here. And this is not even our entire team. I mentioned Sandy Sandler, multi-million-dollar seller of her craft product. She came to our April event and she said, you know, I am so impressed. I've been at other training events, but your level of professionalism is so unique. I would like to be a part of your trainer community. So she now is coming on as a trainer. Her name is Sandy Sandler, creator of a product called the Bodabra. And she's sold it in Michael's and, you know, physical brick and mortar stores, and has a very big social media following. So she's not on here, but we're continuing to build out. And so you'll see these folks here. Okay. So let's just look. Oh, thank you. I think that's Lisa or someone there verifying that, yes, the wholesale sourcing is now available to EMP members. Beautiful. Okay, thank you. Hi there, Jeff. Oh, yes, thank you. That's such a great question coming in from Jeff. Okay, I'm so glad you asked. We have a 33-page document. It's called the E-commerce Business School. It's Path to a Six-Figure Income. I don't remember the whole title right now. A roadmap. Okay, it's a roadmap. Brian Cummings and Kurt Johnson here put in, I can't even tell you how many hours last summer and in the field work to build out this big document. It is only available at the EMP level, and it is for the purpose of setting up your business plan. At the arbitrage level, it's pretty straightforward. People are flipping products. Do you need a business plan? Yes. But it really gets amped up at the EMP level when you're starting to do the whole asset building. And so I'm just getting a new cover for our roadmap, but I can potentially show that and feature that. Lisa would know better where it's at back here, and maybe I'm going to be able to just show you it real quickly. You know what? I don't remember where she's placed it, but this is our check and adjust. I'll just show you that. So these take place nearly 5 days a week, and we cover so many topics. I cover a unique topic every time, and then there's a Q&A. There must be 300 of these. I don't know, just an enormous amount, and segregated according to the specialty that happened to be covered in that particular check and adjust call within, okay, so here's me. See, I like to track. So mine was measure your progress by tracking your actions. I'm really big on that. So in any case, those happen every day. And it's, again, being there for our members. So me, by the way, what you're seeing is everything that is a manifestation out of me running my company. So me, I have to have a very strong interplay with my staff members, or I can't move my business forward. In like kind, we want a strong interplay with you, especially at the asset building level, so we can keep you moving forward and not have snags that hold you back. I don't like snags. I want them out of my way like yesterday, right? So that you see the build out of this because it's a reflection of how I've been able to run my business successfully. And that's why I designed it the way I did. My stuff isn't theoretical. You could go to a business college and have a professor who hasn't run a business in 10 years or something. I run my business every day, very aggressively. as well. So I'm giving you the real life in the moment. This is what it takes to build a business. Okay, so I know I went a little bit longer there, Jeff. Okie dokie, I think we're at the end. So thank you everybody for being here today. I hope that you enjoyed our time together. I'm doing these weekly every Tuesday at 12 p.m. CT. So thanks for checking in with me, and I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye.